Hello everyone, myself Anand Joshi and I am working as a assistant professor in Chandigarh Polytechnic College, Gadua in mechanical department. So today our topic is principle and function of management in basic of management subject. So let's start. Our today topic is principle and function of management. So now I will share with you a presentation on principle and function of management. So in this slide, chapter 1, principle and function of management. In the next slide, we have chapter outline. First one is introduction. In the next slide, we have introduction about principle and function of management. Second part is meaning of level of management. In the level of management, we have three types: top level management, middle level management, and lower level management. So in the next slide, the starting part is introduction about principle or function of management. So today it is the time of big organization scale production. In this age of large scale production and throat cut competition, the ownership and management of organization are divorced. In management setup of an organization, we find different levels: top level management, middle level management, and lower level management. In this context, managerial hierarchy is also studied. Managerial hierarchy means the study of different positions held by the employees and officers of an organization. It is the structure which makes clear position of all officers of the organization. So in the introduction slide, we have comes out two basic points. First is a level of management and second is managerial hierarchy. So in the level of management, top level management, the higher authorities and higher persons of organizations are included. Middle level management, the middle level workers or heads of departments are included there. In the lower level management, it is also called a supervisory level. So in the lower level management, supervisors and workers are included. So it is the first part in this introduction slide. Second one is managerial hierarchy. In the managerial hierarchy, it means it provides every person in organization a right job to a right person, and every employee have a position in the department. So in the next slide, we have first part of level management is top level management. Top level management of a company consists of the board of directors and the chief executives or the managing director. So these are the some posts available or included in the top level management, like board of directors, COO, chief executives, or managing directors. Top management is the ultimate source of authority and it establishes goals and policies for the enterprise. So authority of top level management provided a new policies and new terms and conditions for the organization. The next part is the role of top management will be further clear by studying its functions or activities. So first part is it lays down the objectives of the enterprise. It prepares strategic plans and policies for the enterprise. It issues necessary instruction for the preparation of departmental budgets, schedules, procedures, etc. It appoints the executives for the middle level. Last point 8, it builds and maintains relations with the outside public. So these are the important role for top level management employees, because top level management employees main function to control the budget of the organization. and scheduling the whole process of the organization. Next slide is middle level management. So in middle level management generally consists of head of functional departments. They are responsible to the top management for the functioning of their department. They devote more time to the organization and direction function of management. The role played by the middle level executives is started below. First part is they execute the plans of the organization in accordance with policies and directives of the top management. Second point, they make plans for the subunits of the organization. Third, they participate in the employment and training of the lower level management. Last point, fourth is they attempt to achieve coordination between different departments. So main function of the middle level management is to coordinate between the different subunit department in the organization and to provide a better training and skill training to the lower level employees also. So these are the important role or functions of a middle level management employees. The last third part of level management is lower level management. So it is also called a supervisory level because it is directly concerned with the control of performance of the operative employees. This level includes supervisors, foremen, account officers, sales officers, and so on. They devote more time on the supervision of workers. The important functions of a supervisor or lower level executives are listed below. First point is to plan and organize the activities of the group. Second point, to arrange for necessary materials, machines, tools, etc. for the workers and to provide them necessary working environment. Third, to provide training to the workers. Fourth, to supervise and guide subordinates. Fifth, to solve problem of workers. Sixth point is to maintain good human relations in the organization. And seventh is to send periodical reports about performance. So these are the parts or functions of lower level management or supervisory level management employees. First, like to activities and organize of the group. To every organization, in every organization, supervisor has to provide activities and subdivided units also and provide them better machines and tools at the right time. Provide training to the workers. If worker needs some training for the project, then the supervisor provide him to training period and give a better surface providing to the worker. To supervise and guide subordinates. To guide subordinates also and solve the problem of a worker. And in the last, send periodical reports about performance. And it in the end collect the performance of all the workers and make a report and given to the middle level management and top level management officers. Next slide is classification of management functions. So management functions are divided into two parts. Managerial functions, second is operative functions. This is a slide which divided into two parts and subparts also of management functions. First is managerial function. It divided into subunits also. First is planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. Second point is, and second part is operational function. It divided also a sub part like production, marketing, purchasing, financing and personnel. So it describes in further slides briefly. In this slide, we have a flow diagram of a management process. First is planning, after that organizing, directing to give the direction of planning processes, and last one is recruit the staff. So this is a cycle of a management process. And in between staffing and directing, a controlling unit is also established, because if we have any problem in between the planning, organizing and directing, then we resolve through the controlling period also. And after the staffing recruited, it is very tough to solve the last problems of planning, organizing and directing units. So right. So in this slide, managerial function and sub-functions. Like planning, it have sub-functions, forecasting, decision making, strategy, programming and scheduling. In organizing, activity analysis, task, span of management and task allocation. Staffing, manpower, planning, recruitment, selection, training, placement, compensation, promotion and appraisal. In directing, supervision, motivation, communication and leadership. Controlling, fixation of standards, recording, measurement, reporting and corrective action. So these are the sub functions of a managerial functions. So management process, first part is a planning. In planning, it is deciding in advance what is to be done in future. So in planning period, we have to decide to what to do and when to do it in the future. So planning is a mental exercise also. According to Kuntz and O'Donnell define, planning is deciding in advance what to do and how to do it, when to do it and who is to do it. Mean कब करना है, कैसे करना है, कौन करेगा और किस तरीके से करना है. So according to Kuntz or O'Donnell define what to do it, how to do it, when to do it and who is to do it. So planning is a bridge the gap from where we are and where we want to go. At position कहाँ हम खड़े हैं और कहाँ तक हमने जाना है, तो उस पार्ट को हम जो है वो प्लानिंग कवर अप करता है. तो इट कवर्स द गैप बिटवीन where we are and where we want to go. So it makes it possible for things to occur which would not happen otherwise. So features of planning is it seeks to achieve certain objectives, is oriented towards the future, is a mental exercise also. It involves choice from alternative. It is the basics for all other functions. It is a continuous function. It is pervading. Planning is directed towards efficiency. So these are the features. Steps in planning. Collecting information about past. When we plan for a project, then we need to collect information regarding or related to our project from the past history. So defining objectives, developing planning premises, discovering alternative course of action, evaluating alternatives, choosing the best alternatives, defining subsidiary plans, periodic revision and review of plans. So these are the steps in planning. Advantage of planning. So advantages of planning is it focuses attention on desired objectives. It helps to minimize risk. When we plan, then risk is minimized. It improves efficiency. Efficiency also increases. Avoid confusion because we planned, so confusion is not created. It encourages innovation and creativity. It enables cooperation and group work. It serves as the basis of control. Limitation. So there are some limitations of planning also. Lack of accurate information. If we have not proper information, then we did not plan a work properly. Time consuming, expensive, rigidity due to strict compliance with plans, unwillingness to people change, external limitations also. How we overcome the limitation? Top management support. So this is a main part of overcoming the limitation, because if we have a support of a top management employees, officers, then we finishing our work project is very easily. Better forecasting, developing clear-cut objectives, participation of employees in planning, sound communication, overcoming resistance to change, scientific planning, well-balanced keeping plans. Organizing. It is the second part of a management process. According to Henry Fayol, to organize a business means to provide it with everything useful to its functioning, raw material, tools, capital, and personnel. So according to Fayol, we need to provide better raw material and machining tools for a worker, to the workers, for organize the plan. Steps. Identifying the activities required for achieving objectives, classifying these activities into convenient groups, assigning the group of activities to appropriate persons, delegating authority and fixing responsibilities, coordinating authority, responsibility relationship throughout the enterprise. The importance of organizing. Sound organization facilitates growth and diversification. Optimum use of human resource by matching work with talent. Maintain good harmonious structure in the office. Good group activities equivalent to social structure of organization. It is a mechanism of management to direct controls and coordinate the activities of enterprise. Staffing. It is a third part of management process. It is concerned with the human resource of the enterprise. So staffing is recruited by a HR department. HR department means human resource department. So main function of a human resource department is to recruit a best person or a best employee to the right job. So its main function to pick up a right man for the right job in an organization. It is concerned with acquiring, developing, utilizing, and maintaining human resources. It is a process of matching jobs with individuals to ensure right man for the right job. Staffing in steps procedure. Manpower planning, recruitment, selection, placement, training and development, appraisal, promotion and transfer, employee remuneration. So these are the steps in staffing. Features. It is a function of management. It is an integral part of the process of management. It is concerned with the human resources. It is a pervasive function aims at optimum utilization of human resources. Importance of staffing. It helps in discovering and obtaining competent employees for various jobs. It improves the quantity and quality of output by putting right man for right job. It improves job satisfaction of employees. It reduces cost of personnel by avoiding wastage of human resources. It facilitates the growth and diversification. Controlling. So it is a part of another process of management process. Controlling is the process of evaluating the execution of plan and making adjustment to ensure that the organization goal is achieved. During the controlling stage, manager perform tasks such as training employees as necessary and managing their deadline. Managers may need to make adjustments such as budget adjustment, and second is staffing adjustment. So in the budget adjustment, managers monitor the budget and resources to ensure that they are using the resources available and not going over budget. In the second part, staffing adjustment, managers may need to make challenging decisions such as whether to reassign on an employee who produces a low quality work to a different task or dismiss them for a project. So in this position, a manager is a very important part or an important challenging decision to take when a worker did not perform well in the organization. He will dismiss them, or he will dismiss him, or change a worker in the behalf of a low skill person of the organization. So it is a tough task for the supervisor or manager. Directing, it is the last part. It is concerned with the execution of plans through organized action. It is also known as commanding or actuating. Operational functions. So this is the second part of management process. First is planning. Production is a process of combining various materials input and immaterial inputs in order to make something for consumption. It is an act of creating an output, a good or service which has value and contributes to the unity of individuals. Marketing. Marketing refers to activities a company undertakes to promote the buying or selling of a product or service. So it is the point of marketing to undertake the promote buying or selling the product. So this is a diagram of marketing. First is searching the product, then we need to customer, innovate, to innovate the ideas, advertise, advertise in the market, solution. If any problem to advertising, then it need to find a solution. Concept, after that concept clear, branding, then branding it, strategy to make a plan, other also opportunities. So these are the marketing steps. Next is purchasing. Purchasing is the process a business or organization uses to acquire goods or service to accomplish its goals. Financing. Finance is the term or matter regarding the management, creation and study of money and investment. Personal, it is the last part. The people employed by or active in an organization, business or service. So this is a slide presentation of principle and function of management in organization or business of management subject. So thank you all for joining today our topic which we covered around functions and principle of management. So in next lecture we discuss four more subject related topics of basics of management. So thank you all for today joining. Thanks.